Hello, hello, hi, hi. Welcome to Monday Morsels in Bare Bones Kitchen. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Let me readjust this one real quick. Oh, there we are. Hi, hi. I'm your culinary coach, Harmony. Cheers. Rocking out with that Corona again tonight. That Corona Familiar. I love this. I love this. It's like... That's exactly what it's like, you guys, honestly. Just... makes me feel good. So cheers. Gives me something to look forward to in my daily life, because that is what my daily life requires these days. Sad to say, but tell myself every morning, I'm not going to drink a beer, I'm not going to drink a beer, I'm not going to drink a beer. And guess what? I don't drink on the weekends. I only drink during the week. Why? Because that is what my life has become. Yay, me! Woohoo! All right, so tonight, you guys, we're going to do a quick rendition. And what I mean by quick is like everything's going to come out of a can, a jar, something I'm not making. That's really what it's going to come down to. Hello, Sylvester. How are you, my love? Don't be making promises you can't keep about coming up to Washington and deliver me some of that delicious El Pastor, because I'm freaking down, my friend. Down. So freaking down that I can hardly stand myself, because I love that shit. Francisco makes it every once in a while, and I get to join in that fun, and it's so good. So good. Hola. Hola. I can say that. I can say that now. Just kidding. I could say that before. Más cerveza. That's about, besides cuss words, still the extent of what I know in Spanish. Hello, Wheeler. How are you, my love? All right, so you guys, we got a can of beans. I actually had purchased like a smaller can of beans, and then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to have one little tiny small can in this big old bitch. So I opened up. I had another can in my. It's vegetarian. I mean, they're beans, you guys. They're all freaking vegetarian. Seriously? Seriously? We have to label them vegetarian? Anyways. Maybe that's because of the lard you put in there. Maybe. Could have a little something to do with it. All right. Moving on. We're not going to dwell on that. We're not going to dwell on that at all. So I have my canned beans. If you are such a rock star to be able to make your own refried beans, please do that, because it's probably going to taste like 5 bazillion times better. Anytime you make stuff homemade, it's always going to taste way better. And I thought I would kind of give it a little twang, just a little twang. And I also bought a little can of green chilies, because I love me some green chilies, okay? I'm putting the whole can in here. I'm not even going to pay attention to it. Just throwing the whole can in there. That's how I roll. Sometimes it's all just about throwing the things in that you have. And of course, if you look up this recipe online, it's going to tell you to throw in a pack of taco seasoning. However, I do not purchase taco seasoning anymore, because why? It's got a lot of salt in it, and I already add enough salt, and I don't add the iodized table salt. I add the good stuff. So we're just going to come on over here, because that's how I roll. I got my chili powder. I'm going to throw in some of that. Make sure I'm on the right side. Let's make sure of that, because, good Lord. And then I have my cumin. Don't get dirty, you guys. Don't get dirty, because I know what y'all are thinking. Say it how you want to say it. It's cumin. This is one of Zane's favorite spices. But he is a 17-year-old boy, so you can make fun of that then. Got you. All right. And then, how about a little bit of paprika? Because why not? Just a little. Just a little. Sprinkle until your soul feels good, okay, you guys? Oh, let me throw stuff everywhere, too. And then I have this little random chipotle chili. I don't have very much of it left, so I'm just going to dump the rest of it in there. Love me some chipotle, so I'm good with it. All gone. All gone. We're just going to pretend like the one on the floor doesn't exist right now, okay? Because Not going to bear my ass for you all. Not tonight. Not tonight! All right. So I have my refried beans. I have my green chilies. I have some of my spices here. Do you want to throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there? You do that. I feel like it will be just fine without it, honestly. If you're trying to cut back on the salt and pepper, at least the salt, because I know some people are very conscious of that. We're just going to rock that out. Just want to incorporate those chilies in there, because again, I like them. I think they're delicious. If you're not a huge fan, omit them. That's okay too. We don't judge. We don't judge around here. How is your Texas tornado there, Wheeler? She's gone from cupcake to Texas tornado. Just throwing it out there. Don't hate on me for being mean to you. You know I love you. As much as somebody can love somebody from a distance, which is kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. All right. So I have a plastic container because I'm taking the shit to work. That's why. So I have a plastic container. I was going to do a glass container, but I don't have my middle size. I don't know where it went. Like I have this really tiny one, and then I have a gigantic one. And I don't know, I had a little middle size one, but I don't know where the hell it went. I must have made something and given it to somebody and never received that back, which is fine. We're just going to rock the good old Ziploc plastic container. Or Target brand or whatever the hell this is. Gonna smooth that bitch out. And again, none of this is anything I'm making, you guys. We're just going all canned. But if you can do any of this fresh, it's going to be so much better. So much better. Going to reach out, text her, saying hi, but I'm a good boy. Good boy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let her reach out to you. Let her beg for your attention for once. Because we won't go into my feelings about how I feel about it. Because it's none of my business. None of my business. All right. Now we have some garlic lover salsa that I got from Safeway. This is actually one of my favorites. As long as, you know, it's jarred. Because, like, when you're the only one in the house that eats it, like, why am I going to just make a bunch of salsa? This shit will last in my refrigerator for, like, the next 10 years, right? Is what it is. That's why I roll that way. I have some sour cream, and I accidentally got light, and I just noticed that. Is what it is, guys. Again, we're just rolling with the punches. Rolling with the punches. Let's get this bad boy open. This is why I could come straight home tonight, because I didn't have to stop at the store and get anything, because I, for once, pre-planned something. Look at that. Look at that. And then I have some mild guacamole full of preservatives just for you. Okay. Yes, she will when she wants something exactly. Oh, you're freaking breaking my heart, Wheeler. It's not far from the truth though. Like, my friend, again, from this distance, love you and I care about you, and you have been officially friend zoned, and I apologize to you for that. But it's good. It's good. All right. Now we're going to rock out with some of this delicious guacamole, this mild guacamole. Looks beautiful. Why does it look beautiful still? Because it's all prepackaged and full of preservatives, which are okay sometimes. I don't even know what's in this. Oh, it looks like there's actually chunks of avocado in here. Full of preservatives. Yay. And tomatoes. We're just going to layer this up, you guys. But I'm doing like little dollops. I really just want to... I love guacamole. I love avocados. Mmm, so good. And probably like every burrito or sushi roll I have ever made for myself, it's probably going to be too much because I'm too much, so everything I make is too much. Good stuff. All right, we're going to flatten this bad boy out. Because we're making layers, you guys. We're making layers. Because that's what people love to see, is like the weird colors and layers of stuff. So that's what we're doing. So we got our beans at the bottom with our green chilies in there. We have our store-bought guacamole, or your fresh-made guacamole. That will work just beautifully. I think, Sylvester, I would like to try some of your guacamole if you rock out with some guacamole. I just want you to bring your whole thing, your whole, like, setup right here to my Bare Bones kitchen. Because, that's why. Because it makes my inner fat girl very happy. And these days, my outer fat girl. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Now we're going to give some of this little garlic lovers salsa. You guys pick the kind of salsa you like. Don't let me tell you what to do. I tell you that all the time. We're just going to layer that shit on there. I used about half the jar, but, you know, do what you need to do. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Then we're going to see if we can get this sour cream in here without making a big old freaking mess. I cannot wait to indulge in some of this, because I've been thinking about this for like literally 3 days, you guys. That's why I was so prepared tonight. I was like, oh, I'll do that. And I actually put chicken in my crock pot this morning with, you know, some Cajun seasoning and some chili powder and, you know, all the things. But I have a bag of chips and this, so I don't need any of the chicken. I mean, I could put some of the chicken on there, but I don't need it because I got these delicious chips, these little Juanita's sweet chili chips. If you haven't had them yet and you have access to them, rock it out. I'll tell you, the only place I can find these bad boys is Safeway. I haven't been able to find them anywhere else. They have Juanita's chips everywhere else, but they don't have the sweet chili chips anywhere else. Not that I found. If you live in the Pacific Northwest and you know where they're at, and they're not at Safeway, let me know. Because I'll be paying a high price for them damn chips. All right, we're going to rock out with some of this sour cream. Are y'all having a good day? I had a horrible day. It's literally been like a horrible month, you guys. Like every time I turn around, I'm like, oh, what's next? Can July just be over with already? I did not think I was going to use that whole entire container. I'm glad I didn't buy the little skinny container. I took Zane to the store with me yesterday. Saturday, I took him to the store with me. And I was like, yeah, look at this. It's $1.99 for this. But for the little third of this, it was like $1.79. And it was like 20 cents more. I get like 3 times the amount, right? Or 2 times the amount. Yeah. He was like, Mom, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, I understand that, son. That's why you have to pay attention. He's learning how to adult right now, and it's a little weird. He's not feeling very comfortable with that, and I can't say I blame him. I don't really feel comfortable with adulting either. Okay, I'm going to attempt to spread this out across the salsa. I'm going to attempt it. I'm not going to say it's going to look pretty, you guys, but you know what? The only person that's going to judge it is you, because everybody else is just going to be down for them chips that are next to it. Ooh. Might have it. All right. Okay, and if you're a huge fan of onions and you want onions on here, you do that. I'm not a huge fan of raw onions. I love grilled onions, so I'll rock with onions on here. Just my personal preference. We always talk about that. I don't want to kick over this. Okay, I lied. Sorry, I lied. All right, then we're going to rock out with some extra sharp cheddar cheese. Is it sad that I had to go to 2 stores in order to get all these things? Maybe a little sad. All right, we're going in with that cheddar cheese. extra sharp cheddar cheese. Use whatever cheese you want or whatever cheese you have. It's okay. Again, nobody's going to judge you but you. And that's kind of with everything. Like, nobody's going to judge you but you. You are always your biggest critic. I know I am always my biggest critic. I will beat myself up more than any one of you SOBs will beat me up. But don't come at me. Don't come at me. Okay. Now we're going to go in with some olives. And I got extra large. Safeway used to have the colossal. I mean, I guess they're probably the same thing. They just don't call them colossal anymore. I don't know. No, these are very small. These are like small. The colossal ones were like gigantic. So, I don't know. I like to use the whole olives when I'm doing anything, simply because the already sliced olives tend to have a lot more brine in them, so they're much more salty. And that's great if you love salt. I'm definitely not going to judge you on that because I love salt too. But sometimes it can just be too much. So if you are doing an already sliced olive, I would just recommend that you give them a little rinse first. And I'm not joking, you guys, because they can get really intense. And yeah, that's why I just prefer to do the whole olives and just slice them myself. Because again, nobody cares. Nobody cares if they're going to get like broken up and they're not going to be perfect little rings. Perfect little rings. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody. Except you. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't cut that one right. I squished it and it broke. Nobody cares. They just want the chips. They want the chips. They want the dip. And that's all that matters to anybody. You guys remember sticking these on your fingers as kids? See, you can't stick these. Look at that. You can't. You would have to be like a 2-year-old child to stick your little fingers in them little holes. And these are supposed to be like the extra large ones. Seriously? I don't want to even know what the small olives look like. Please. Please. And we're almost there. I'm just literally topping this off. Again, if you want to make it really pretty, you could absolutely put some green onions on there. My green onion plant died. For those of you that know me, you know why. Because sometimes Mama doesn't know how to water things if they aren't screaming at her. And sometimes, even when they're screaming at her, she doesn't hear it. So, there we are with my green onion plant. Yeah. I thought I drowned it at first, but it just turns out I didn't water it. So, yeah, that's what I have. All right, y'all. I did not, surprise, upload YouTube videos yesterday. I remembered as I was going to bed last night, and I really should just make that a top priority every Sunday or Saturday while I'm sitting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, twiddling my thumbs, watching Sons of Anarchy. But I will get them uploaded. I'll get this uploaded too, very soon. But not by Wednesday, because I'm just not going to do it. I refuse. I refuse. I like to kind of let them build up, I guess. I don't know. Just the olives that make your heart and soul happy. That's what I'm going for. My soul's not happy yet. Why? Because I love olives. That's why. And yeah. That's what I have for you. So thank you for joining me in Bare Bones Kitchen. Y'all keep showing up. So do I. I shall see you all on Wednesday for another episode of Bare Bones Kitchen. All right. I love you all. Have a good night.